Hello and welcome to the Premier League Roundup show with myself, Pippa, Monique and Flex. Premier League is back in full effect. Lots of goals, lots of drama, and it's only right that we kick off the show with a high-scoring game. There was actually quite a few high-scoring games, but let's go with this one. Leicester 4, Manchester United 2. I'm sure you got a lot to say about this. I mean, in our previous show, we predicted. You wasn't sure. You said 1-1. And this was a very open game. I said it will be lots of goals. I predicted 3-2, but I just thought Manchester United, with all the talent that they have, would edge this. And I just don't understand what's going wrong at United, because that is a team that everyone should be scared of with those type of players. Yes,
it's time. You've got to wake up and smell the coffee as a United fan, to be honest, with what's going on. I think it's time to, one, you've got to humble yourself and be like, it's bad. It's bad at the moment. It's on a downhill spiral. It looks like the inevitable will happen. I think as a United fan, I think we're completely just in getting excited in the summer. We had a great transfer window. You can't, me personally anyway, I'm here for like good energy, innit? I can't see those players arrive at my team and not be gassed in the summer. Do you know what I mean? You have to. So I don't. Do you know what I mean? Because you get that. We told you this, that, and the other. You shouldn't have. You got gassed, and yeah, I did get gassed. Ronaldo come back to my club. I got Varane, I got Sancho. Yeah. I'm allowed to feel gassed, but also, you cannot just have blinkered, rose-tinted glasses on. It was so bad against Leicester. Where do I even start?
Before we talk about the bad, Mason Greenwood's goal.
Brilliant.
Rashford's return and scoring a goal.
Those were the two positives, and David De Gea just back in the action, just working his arse off.
Did you notice that whilst it happened, you notice it more in the replays, when Greenwood scored that goal, the little fan behind Schmeichel, the Leicester fan, was like,
they were like, oh my God, they had their phones out and everything. Yeah.
Because it was a wonderful strike.
Unbelievable.
You've got to give credit to those young boys.
Mason Greenwood, star boy, but I know I'm putting a bit of a dampener on it. Well, not dampener, this is what it is. That goal literally typifies what we are right now, and Rashford's goal. Like, that wasn't a chance that Mason did. He had two other open looks at the goal in the second half. Both shots went over the bar clean, similar to the first one. That just shows you the percentage of how many times they go in, and we're relying on that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo, Rashford coming on, makes 1-1, keep it over the top, like route one. When does that ever? That doesn't happen consistently. Again. But Leicester,
but he's done it on his return.
100%. Maguire was poor. Gosh. Ollie's brought him back too early. And the worst thing about Maguire's performances is that it wasn't even like he couldn't move properly because he's carrying the injury. It was his head. Yeah, Leicester hands was in his head.
You cannot blame the injury for that.
Nah, Leicester fans were in his head.
Was it the first game?
Well, no, he didn't miss a game.
Iheanacho stole the ball from him. He didn't even close him down.
Awful.
Tried to get the ball back, and it was horrible.
Really,
even the last
bad
goal from Patson Daka.
Yeah.
He literally watched him go past him.
Awful.
That was a really bad defensive performance from Maguire, but it wasn't just Maguire that was bad.
No, the whole team. Apart from the only players who can walk off that pitch with anything is Maguire, is David De Gea and Mason Greenwood.
Well, yeah, if you're focusing on Manchester United, but Tielemans, brilliant, Vardy, Iheanacho, so the whole team, the manager, very top performance,
everything, and that again reiterates what's going on wrong at Man United. And just when you look at any other team, every single pattern of play that I saw Leicester do, you know what it's like when you're at the game and you're getting rained on. You can see another team. Everything they do was very, very deliberate. From the transition from the back to the front, to how the midfield pick up spaces in between our lines, to the final cross, the final pass, the final shot, everything was deliberate. The press that we could, and we're setting up with this press. Maguire's pointing, saying, yeah, come, give me it fit. Yeah. They ain't got a clue what they're doing. They ain't got a clue what they're doing. And listen, the pressure's mounting on top. The inevitable needs to happen. You can't carry on like this. The change has got to be made soon.
You mentioned earlier about the chances that Mason Greenwood's taken. 5 of his goals in the Premier League this season for Man United have come from outside the box. So that's 24%. Of all players with at least 20 goals for the club in the competition, only David Beckham with 55% and Nani on 31% have scored a higher share from that distance.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, man. Mason, he could do that left foot, right foot outside the box.
It is nice to watch, though.
It's brilliant. What an amazing goal. And you know what? A great way to start the game, because even first 10 minutes we weren't great. And then bang, you get that, you build on that. But Leicester were really good.
Do you think Manchester United as a club, the team, the fans, underestimated Leicester City because of the form that they were in prior to this game. Because Leicester are a top team with really top
100%.
talent.
I don't think. I think the Man United fans I was coming across with the form we were going into the
They
game.
weren't confident.
No one was like, we're going to go and batter them. They're playing crap. And then what I said in the preview,
Yeah,
I was like 1-1. I was like, listen, the Leicester haven't been great. Up pop Man United.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They'll get up for it. You know, we couldn't get Ronaldo into the game. Completely isolated. Bruno missing. Didn't see him. Nobody.
Yeah.
Sancho's still struggling, trying to get some form going. But he's in the team. Look at the state of the team, of how it's playing. I mean, not the personnel.
And a tough few fixtures for Man United coming up. But let's focus on Leicester. They've now won 3 consecutive meetings with Manchester United in all competitions for the first time since November 1901.
Madness, isn't it?
That is insane.
They got our number right now. It was in the FA Cup, then again at our place when they beat us because we changed the team around because we was leading up to the Europa League final.
Yep.
And the games were really close together. So I think we played the kids. They beat us then. And then now, shocking.
And this was also Manchester United, as you know, we spoke about in the preview, their first away league defeat in 30 games since a 2-0 loss at Liverpool in January 2020. This is the first time the Red Devils have conceded 4 goals in an away game since April 2019. Do you remember who that was against? I won't put you on the spot.
So again, April 19, we conceded 4?
Yeah.
Wait there, I want to answer that.
Oh, a bit of trivia for everyone.
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone in the comments will get it.
I definitely would have been there.
Yeah.
We conceded 4. Weren't Liverpool, because that was 3-1 when
Oh,
Jose got
close.
sacked.
You're very close. Just down the road, across the park.
City.
Everton.
Oh, Everton, sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was when Ollie said, I'm going to be successful here. And it was hot that day as well. I remember that. We got, that was awful. That was 4-0, yeah. Battered.
But last stat on this game, because Patson Daka did score the final goal of the game. And Patson Daka is now the first Zambian to score in the Premier League. That now makes 105 different nations now scoring in the competition.
Big up
Amazing.
Big up to Daka.
Just thought I'd end on that one.
Putting the icing on top of the cake. Could have been 5.
It could have been 5
Mad.
if there was an extra 2 minutes or something.
Oh, don't. It was just bad all round.
Another high-scoring game this weekend. Didn't see this one coming. I think I predicted 1-0.
Yeah, I thought you went with a high-scoring one. We looked back at it and you didn't. Yeah,
I predicted a 1-0 win to Villa.
Yeah.
But Aston Villa threw away a 2-goal lead against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And losing the Premier League game at home. It's not very good for Aston Villa.
No, they just can't.
And I did not expect that from Wolves.
Nah, I do remember saying in the preview, I'm sure I said can't sleep on Wolves.
You did say that. You definitely did say that.
They've got really good players who can, do good things. The thing is with Villa, it's like you look at their team and it is a good team.
Yeah.
But they just can't get the consistency. Like 1 week they'll put in a really good performance. Then they might be naive in transitions and different moments of play, concede silly goals. And that's what happened because the goals they conceded were like quite messy.
Yeah.
Cody hit off his leg. The last goal was a
deflection.
Free kick, the free kick. Like they just
and then the 2 goals came from the set pieces. They all come from set pieces.
Exactly. 2-0 cruising. So they got to work on that. They got to work on that. But that is quite worrying for them. But I think they're still kind of working out. With their new team and stuff like that, because they got a nice squad. Really.
They have. Sorry, let me not ignore the comments. Before we continue with the Aston Villa chat, I'll read some of the comments. Ray with the super chat said Thomas Frank should be top 6 manager. We're going to get onto Brentford shortly. Also on the United chat and Leicester chat, Brandon says Vardy is a Premier League unsung hero like Laetitia. I don't think he's unsung.
Yeah, I think he gets the ratings. Yeah, he's brilliant.
A question from Andrew. Says Flex, do you think Ollie is worse than all the coaches since Ferguson retired?
It's a really good question,
Ooh, that's from Andrew Ellis.
You would probably not with the football. Like this is the best squad we've had, and he's built that. But at least those managers had pedigree. Like Jose gave you probably more to buy into because of what he's won before, and he won the EFL Cup, he won the Europa League. So it's like maybe we can go again. Then it went sour. Van Gaal. All right, it was old school, but he won almost everything there is to win. There's a track record there. But when you look at how out of depth Ollie is now, I think you have to say that he's got to be up there. But the reason why I do rate what Ollie has done to a certain, I'm not saying that he shouldn't move on, but the squad that he's built. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But
it's a very good squad.
He's built a good squad.
Just needs to do. It's like I said this earlier. He's got all the ingredients Manchester United.
He's reached
no
the ceiling. He's done the bits that he came in, calmed it down, put smiles on faces, changed the culture, changed the type of players we were buying and built a really good squad. Now,
so
though,
whoever steps in next, who could be a
there
better
you
manager,
go. There's everything there for them. Everything's
pretty much
there for
everything
them,
for
apart from a centre midfielder. But there's enough there for someone to go work and say you could try and win the league with this team.
Okay, back to Aston Villa Wolves.
Yeah.
Since his Premier League debut on August 18th, 2014, Aston Villa's Danny Ings has scored 58 goals in the competition, with Harry Kane on 163 and Jamie Vardy 125 and Raheem Sterling on 85, the only Englishmen to score more in that time. Really top players I mentioned there, Vardy, Raheem, Kane, of course.
But
Danny Ings is up there, but he's not getting that credit.
He's had as well.
Yeah,
imagine if when he was at Liverpool, he didn't have the really bad injury time. Where was he for? Burnley, I want to say. I'm sure he was at Burnley. You know, he's always been a bagsman.
Yeah.
He's always been a bagsman, and it's just the fitness. And he's a really good striker. You can't. He is. Yeah, I think. The Southampton, he proved it there again when he got the new lease of life, and again could stay fit, which has got him the big move to Villa. And he's doing the same thing.
I'm really proud of him as a player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a long career, like you mentioned, the teams that he's played at, he's still doing it, and he's up and amongst those big names there as well. But the player that really stood out for me yesterday, on the weekend, was John Mcginn. His assist,
it's a wicked player,
his goal, he would have 100% been in my team of the week. Let's not do any spoilers. If Aston Villa won, because the performance he put in.
Yeah, and he does that on a regular basis.
Yeah,
like he isn't just an engine that runs around as well. He's actually very good on the ball.
Technical.
I think he's very technically sound on the ball. Decent range of passing. And he can sniff out danger. He's on you. He is on you. Do you know what I mean?
And he's just so strong. Like his
I really
physicality.
like him. He's better to me. We got Fred.
So he's better than Fred.
I'll say. Don't get me wrong. Fred's probably not showing the best he can do, but McGinn's better than him, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll wait for some comments to come in for this game, but let me just get onto a stat about the man himself. Romain Saïss scored his first goal in his last 23 Premier League appearances, with 6 of 8 goals in the competition coming away from home. What a player he is.
I like him as well.
So he's not even a forward.
He should have scored against Man United as well. When De Gea made that double save, I don't know how he didn't score that day.
Oh yeah.
But he's good, solid. He's solid, and you know, Wolves with Cody and Willy Bolly and Saiss and who they've had that back there before, Dendonka sometime. They've got like quite a decent core, like a real, you know what I mean, strong core there.
Yeah.
But he's come on leaps and bounds as well, and that's a big goal for him to score.
So Wolves have got their win now. Well, they're winning. Where do you see them going this season? Because I spoke with Abby on previous shows. We've mentioned Wolves before. They're in a dangerous position, how they started the season. Do you think they could kick on now?
They can kick on. I was never worried for Wolves. Like,
really?
This could be a season they go down. And I think they just got too much. They got too much quality. Did you see Adama's run that he went on?
Yes.
In the game.
Oh my
God. He took up about 5 man.
He was
and
gone.
he just couldn't get the finish. But he should
have laid it off there, I can't lie.
He should have laid it off. But that's typical Adama, isn't it?
But if you're in that momentum and you run past any players, you might as well just go for the shot as well and go for the glory. Because if that goes in, that's headlines.
That's typical Adama. But no, back to Wolves. They've got good players, man. And I think the manager, obviously taking over from Nuno, needed a bit of time to just get his feet under the table and start building on performances. Because the thing is with Wolves, and Wolves fans will tell you, like, they haven't been horrendous. Like, they've been, earlier on, they just could not score. Couldn't score. Their first couple of games, I was like, wow, how have they not won?
Yeah.
Against Leicester, should have scored or won. Against us, should have scored or won. There was someone else, I think, can't remember who it was, but they should have done the same thing. So they've been knocking on the door.
That's a good win for them.
And now big win.
General Genzino says, Super John McGinn, just don't think you understand. He goes, I'm a big Villa fan, but Jacob Ramsey let us down by giving Ruben Neves a free kick. Gave the game away. Can't wait for Bailey to return Friday night. How can we forget about Leon Bailey?
Exactly.
All that's to add to the squad as well. Maybe they can really push forward now.
Yeah.
Other games from the weekend, the big game, we did the preview outside the Brentford Community Stadium, and we did say it could go either way. Chelsea or Brentford, which is crazy that we're saying this.
I predicted the draw, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said either it's going to be a tight game. I said either 1-0 or 2-1. It would go either way. I couldn't call a winner.
On point
but
with that. Yeah.
It was Chelsea that came in with the 3 points.
Yeah.
A superb performance from Mendy, as always. keeping Chelsea in the game and Chalobah for clearing the line, because Brentford did have a number of chances from Mbeumo, hitting the post twice.
He's good, man. We were saying that. We were saying that, and he's so active. He's so intense. Good little player, Mbeumo. On Chelsea, though, quickly. Well, we'll start with them. They're just proving how resolute they are. Like, how difficult it is to score against them. I know that game was a little bit different because Brentford really should have scored. But in general, I mean, first half, they were really comfortable as well. I think Brentford tried to lay it on them first couple of minutes, first 5 minutes, and then couldn't really get at them. And Chelsea just do what Chelsea do. Fantastic strike from Ben Chilwell. He's really found his form as well, because Alonso was ahead of him. And the last few games.
But just listen to that, that's the problem. I know Alonso was ahead of him in terms of position, left back, but in terms of goals as well. And a lot of people, because at the start of the season, all types of fans, not just Chelsea fans, did put Chelsea as title contenders, of course.
And this is why.
But then you speak to certain pundits, I'll bring up Paul Scholes was saying
doesn't rate them, does he?
He's saying that there's a reason why they are not title contenders, because they're not getting enough goals from their strikers. And they're coming from all over the pitch. You notice Alonso scored, Ben Chilwell, Chalobah, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, who else? Kante, Kovacic, loads of players. Of course, the forwards have scored too, but not enough. Not enough. Do you think that's worrying for them? I don't think it is. I feel that they're very well-rounded team.
If it continues in that vein where the strikers can't score, by law of averages, you're probably saying, yeah, okay, the defender's not always going to pop up, midfielder's not always going to pop up.
But as long as they keep a clean sheet.
But as long as they keep, that's the thing, because they keep clean sheets and they're very difficult to score against. That's all they need. Set piece. They could get to January, February, still playing like that, nicking games 2-1 or nicking games 1-0. From a set piece or a Ben Chilwell coming up from the back and smashing it in or whatever.
What a finish from him as well.
Brilliant finish.
He was wide open. He was like, hello, give me the ball.
And the way he
finally
just
landed
cut down
at his feet.
on the ball, boom. Clean, sweet strike. But he, you have to say that way of playing isn't, again, it's deliberate. It's not luck. They've got a solid foundation. Anything starts with that. We will talk about Newcastle in a little while, but that's they've got all the money now and that the place was rocking and stuff. But if you're not solid at the back and conceding stupid goals, you ain't got a platform. But Chelsea got a platform. But Brentford now, listen,
they're looking like a serious team.
Exciting to watch.
Every game that they've played this season has been exciting. Except for me personally, Arsenal, it wasn't. But for a neutral,
was exciting.
That's an exciting game. Obviously, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Of course.
The game against Liverpool, that's an exciting game. Not for Liverpool fans, maybe actually, because there's 3 good goals.
They will still say, you know what,
it's a good game.
Liverpool fans will say fair play.
But they've had some really good entertaining games. They played good football. And even though it's a loss, they should come away pretty, not happy, but okay with that result at home.
No, I think the fact that they're coming away pissed that they didn't
it's true,
shows how well they played. Do you see what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, who did the overhead kick? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that overhead
kick.
kick.
My gosh. I think it was at 10 minutes before full time. Overhead kick from Brentford player. Someone will correct me.
Oh, Mendy saved it, over the bar. Yeah. I don't know the player who done that.
Oh, wow.
Mendy tipped it over,
If that went in, man.
They just had loads of shots. Second half, like I saw the stats, Chelsea were had hardly any shots. You know what I mean? They were raining on them.
Kai Ramsey saying Chelsea play some boring football, to be fair to them. But sometimes, boring football wins you the league. Sometimes.
Just solid, mate. I've seen when Conte was there, he maybe didn't play the most attractive style of football, won it with a back 5, like what they're doing now. Jose's done it in the past. Like,
Temba saying Mendy was unreal, man. Going back to that, what you brought up about Alonso v Chilwell, who would you start?
I think it was justified saying Alonso at the start. Chilwell looked out of sorts. But you get Chilwell for 50 million, I think you've got to be looking to put him. I like Chilwell, I think he's good on the ball. Defensively, he's okay. He's quickish. I like him, I think he's got a great strike, he's got great delivery as well. Though. But they're both like that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, very similar.
I think it's whoever wants to grab it with 2 hands, and I think what Tuchel's doing really well is bringing players out of the cold and saying, you can have a chance. Done the same with Barkley, done the same with Loftus-Cheek. Bringing these players out where you think, I didn't think these players would be playing. And they come in and he refreshes it.
I'll read a few comments on this game. Shriyam says Chelsea are not as good going forward as City or Liverpool, but are not boring at all. The attackers haven't been on form, and that's the only reason why. Timo Werner Secret Service says Mendy should be Ballon d'Or candidate. What do you say about that?
He's got to do all this shit. Not for this one, but maybe next year. Well, if he plays like this, got to be
Who
in
knows?
there. Yeah.
Brian says that it says it all when Brentford play better football than United do and could name a few other teams. To be fair, yeah, play
Loads
better
of
football
other
than us, play football, yeah. And Random says, Jose won 3 titles for Chelsea playing boring football. So there you have it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
Sometimes boring football wins the league.
Effective, 100%.
But I can't lie, I'd rather, you can't have it all, but I'd rather have entertaining football and win the league.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
Yeah, you'd rather have both.
Yeah,
but
but-
like, bruv, you can only pick one. I know what I'm picking.
Win the league.
100%. I don't care how we do it.
All right, next up, Manchester City 2, Burnley 0. I called this one bang on.
You say 2-0?
I said 2-0.
I said 3.
And you know what? I was giving Burnley credit because you know it could have been. It's normally 5-0, 5-0,
Yeah,
5-0.
yeah.
I gave Burnley a bit of credit,
Yeah.
but I knew obviously Manchester United would win.
Man
Sorry,
City.
Burnley fans. Shouldn't say obviously, but
Man City.
sorry, Man City. Man City.
Yeah.
2-0.
We agreed on this. We kind of said that Burnley are that team that like they will probably lose that game, but
They'll put up a good fight.
yeah, and it
they
won't be
did.
easy. And Pep was saying in his post match he was really impressed like second half because they had to show a bit.
And they had a decent few chances.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Burnley
And,
on the
and City were only
counter-attack-
leading 1-0 at that point as well.
on the counter attack, Burnley were causing trouble. They were causing trouble, and that's what Burnley do. You have to earn the right to play against them. It's never an easy thing, but Bernardo Silva again, man.
Ooh.
It's just honestly.
Do you know I've named my car after him?
What? Your
I
car's
call-
called full
No, I
on
just call
Bernardo
him
Silva.
Bernardo.
Is it called Bernardo?
I called him Bernardo, but it's for
Why?
Bernardo Silva.
Why didn't you call it like Sacco, like Emil or something? Like
You don't have to do that. You don't,
I'm
it's
surprised.
not that deep.
Why? You've
not that
named your
deep.
car.
My old car was called Ramos.
What? Because it's just solid, never breaks
Yeah,
down.
because it was big, it was white. You know what I mean? Like the Blancos, do you know what I mean? Real Madrid, made sense. Anyway,
You call your car Bernardo. That is
don't you
jokes.
like, I think it's cute.
That is so funny. I just didn't know. I just didn't expect that.
He's one of my favourite players in the league, that's why.
He's wicked.
Yeah.
He's a wicked player. He played really
And I'm
well.
allowed to say that as an Arsenal fan. I know someone's going to be like, but she supports Arsenal. And so?
Pippa, listen. you
And
can
so?
Say, listen, forget who you support. You can say what you want.
Bernardo Silva, I
Yeah?
love him.
You can say what you want because it's your opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah? How you mean?
Right, going back to that game.
Yeah.
What did you make of the game?
Yeah. It's just City being City, innit? It was fairly routine.
Yeah.
They showed that they can mix it as well because you know, when pressure is put on them, you know, by a team like Burnley, you've got to show a bit. You have to show that you can deal with that.
Yeah.
And they did. What was it? Sterling was up front. Mahrez, Foden.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Again, this kid's just.
Wish you got a goal, man.
Yeah, his performance deserved it.
Yeah.
He's just out. He's just unbelievable. He could. His ceiling is so high.
Yeah.
He could go down as one of the best English.
Why? All right,
players.
I agree, but do you
Really
feel
good.
like at times we're overhyping him?
Nah. Not with how good he can be.
Yeah.
Not. You have to take your time. He's not there
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
He's growing, but I'm saying with the
But he can
ability
be,
that he
yeah.
has, he could go down as one of the best players. Yeah.
Wow.
And when I say that, that's not saying he's
One
going
of
to
the
be
best
better than
English
Rooney.
players or-
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one of the best like young players to come out in this era.
No, you
Obviously,
definitely can.
the old era is gone.
Yeah.
Lampard, Gerrard. I'm not putting him with them. I'm saying out of this new crop of Greenwood and Saka, and Sancho and Smith Rowe, and he's going to go down as one of the best out of them. 100%.
Wow. Okay. Well, Man City have won each of their last 9 games against Burnley across all competitions by an aggregate scoreline. I wonder if anyone in the comments can guess
So
this.
say that again. They've
So
won
Man
what?
City have won each of their last 9 games against Burnley across all competitions by an aggregate scoreline of,
I'm going to say 9 games.
yeah,
There's a couple of big ones in there, like 4 or 5 nils easy. I'm going to say 32 to 5.
I can't believe that you just done that.
What?
You were so close.
Is it?
I want to see what the comments say, but you were so
Am I?
close. Like, unbelievably close. How have
Yes.
you done that?
Because I just thought, well, City have over 9 times playing them. They're going to score over 30 goals. There's a good 4 or 5 in there. And Burnley ain't scoring more than sort of 5 or 6. So in 9 against them.
Oh my
That close?
days. All
What
right,
is
no
it?
one else in the comments has got it yet, but you were the closest. It was 32.
Is it
You
32?
got that bang on,
Aye.
but you gave Burnley a bit too much credit because it's not
Was
5,
it 4?
it's 1.
What?
Yeah.
They've only scored against them once in 9 games.
Yep.
Right.
Think about it, the last couple of Premier League ones have been 5-0. This was, do you know what I mean?
That's
It's-
why I went with the 32-ish. That's crazy.
I'm actually so shocked that you got 32 bang on.
Boom.
So yeah, Man City have won each of their last 9 games against Burnley in all competitions by an aggregate scoreline of 32-1. Only against Watford, 13. Bournemouth and Fulham, 11 each. Are the Citizens currently enjoying a longer winning run against a specific opponent? They love playing against Burnley, basically.
Yeah, they do. They do, man. They like
That's
playing
crazy.
People in the chat, the mods have put, is Bernardo a great name for Pippa's car? And they put in a vote.
Oh, what did they vote?
It's yes and not sure. I'm going to put yes.
I think it's so cute.
66% yes.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. It is a random name. Normally, like, my friends will name their cars like, I don't know, Flo or Sally or...
My mum's car was called J-Lo once.
See, it's always like, all right, Bernardo's different.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's true. That's true.
Speaking of Bernardo, Manchester City's Bernardo Silva has been directly involved in more Premier League goals against Burnley than against any other opponent.
Poor Burnley, man.
7 in 8 appearances, 2 goals and 5 assists.
Wow. Loves playing against Burnley.
Bernardo.
And this is a player, just on Bernardo before we finish off. This is a player who's probably going to leave this year.
I know.
Looking
Where's
like
he
he was
going
going
to
to be out the door. He could go anywhere. He's good, man. He could play for Barcelona, rebuild, Real Madrid, easy.
Quality.
Bayern. He could play anywhere.
I need to meet him one day. I
World-class
just
player.
love him.
You actually got a proper soft spot for Bernardo Silva, innit? Nice guy as well, innit?
Yeah, he
Nice
seems
guy.
nice.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne, of course, scoring that last goal for Man City. He's scored in consecutive Premier League appearances in a single season.
He's brilliant on his
for the
left foot as
first
well, by the
time
way.
since July 2020.
He scored that with his left foot, didn't he?
Ooh,
Pretty
it was
sure.
a beautiful finish.
He's
Some good goals this weekend,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's it's just De Bruyne, innit? Pisses me off, but
I can imagine.
it's just De Bruyne. What can you say?
What can you say?
He's
It's
just that good.
KDB.
Yeah, he's just that good.
He is just that good. Right.
Unfortunately.
Norwich City 0, Brighton Hove Albion 0. I think I called a Brighton 1-0 win. No, I said a draw actually. I said 1-1.
Did you? I
said a
called
draw.
a Brighton win. So big up to Norwich for getting a draw.
Yeah, that's a good result for them considering.
Yeah, that's 2 draws in a row now and
Yeah.
2 clean sheets. If you think about it, I know we as rival fans, not rival fans, but fans of other clubs can say they're done for, they're doomed. But if you're a Norwich fan, if I just put myself in their position to think, what would I be thinking about my team in a really difficult season? At least they've got 2 clean sheets. That's a start.
Yeah.
Get 2 points on the board. Obviously, it's a hell of a long way. Do you know what I mean? They've got a hell of a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is when you're losing games consecutively, rock bottom, can't keep clean sheets, you're conceding goals, you're in a rut. At least with 2 0-0s.
Yeah. You can build on
and actually
that.
chances to score. That Sargent
Yeah.
had a pretty much
Oh
open
my
goal,
God.
didn't put
Did we
enough
call
on
that
it.
a chance? I'm very annoyed at that. Can we call that? Obviously, it was a chance.
Yeah, it's an open goal.
But it's a ridiculous attempt of a chance.
It's a chance. You
You've
should
tried to
score.
pass the ball
Yeah.
into net when defenders are clearly running back to defend it.
Yeah, got to score.
Just whack it in. just go for goal.
Yeah.
That frustrated me. You haven't won a game yet. That could have been your chance.
100%,
You could have been the hero.
I'm sure he went home the same night thinking,
Kicking himself.
just, Pookie was in a couple of times. Don't get me wrong, Brighton had their chances
The
as well.
ball was rolling in slow motion.
I don't even know if it was definitely on target. It might have even
It's true.
It's mad. He
It's
just got it
replaying in my mind
completely
now,
wrong.
and I'm just like, how?
Yeah, he just
I
got
could
it
have seen it
completely
slowly
wrong, man.
going and then
Mad.
getting kicked out of the way.
And no disrespect, but a player of high caliber, or a natural goal scorer or whatever is tucking that away. If that was, any of the top draw players, but even in general, he should have scored. He should have scored.
Yeah.
But on a positive for Norwich, I have to say, 2 clean sheets, 2 draws is something to build on. And for Brighton, okay, they might have thought we want to come to places like this and win with the form that we're in.
Yeah.
0-0 draw against Arsenal as well, so they haven't scored in a couple of games now
Yeah.
for them. But they're in 4th spot. They haven't lost. They keep unbeaten.
I know, they've climbed up into the top 4.
Actually, they lost against Everton, actually, so they have lost the game this year. But they're 4th and still continuing a good run. So
Yeah, definitely. Norwich remain the only side yet to take the lead in a Premier League match this season. They haven't led in any of their last 12 games in the competition, with only Man City ever having a longer such run, and that was between the 15th of April and October 1995. Just when are they going to get this win? We can't call it.
Don't know.
All right, just pick a team in the league, probably going to say Arsenal, that you think they could get 3 points again.
Norwich.
Yeah.
It's mad because one of them would have been Brighton.
Really?
Newcastle at home.
Okay.
If it continues like this with Newcastle, I mean, obviously, Newcastle can score because they've got decent players up front and that, but they can score against them.
So there's hope.
Norwich, even Watford beat them 3-1, comfortable.
Yeah.
Not comfortable, but you know what I mean.
It was a good win.
So even them, who else?
The fact that you can only name one team is a horrible sight for Norwich.
Maybe
Painful.
Man United will rock up at Carrow Road and give them another point or something.
Yeah.
Typical.
I know we haven't played them away, we played them at home, so you never know, but I hope not. Since their Premier League season in 2017-18, Brighton have been involved in 19 goalless draws, 5 more than any other side in that
They get
time.
a lot of draws. They get
too
a lot
many.
of draws. And because they don't have, that's why you got to rate what Potter's doing, because he's getting the best out of what's there.
Yeah.
They don't have like that quality, like to score loads of goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you have to watch out for them. That's why it's exceptional what they're doing now.
True. Let's get into some of the comments. Oh, I don't know if they're talking about this game. They could be actually. They said thrilling game. It actually was a good game, even though it was a 0-0 draw. There was a lot of battles in there.
Energy,
There was a lot.
good
Yeah,
energy,
it was a good game.
Norwich are fighting for their lives. They're fighting, you know. Fighting.
Kai Ramsey says more clean sheets than Manchester United. I'm not sure if he's talking about Norwich or Brighton.
Must be Norwich. Yeah, it must be Norwich.
Could be either of them, to be fair.
No, we ain't got a clean sheet this year. Actually, no, we've got one against Wolves.
That's not
One
good.
against Wolves. That's the only clean sheet we've had.
Damn.
I think we've got like 1 clean sheet in the last 19 games, I think. How mad is that?
It's
We're
a bit mad.
shit, man.
But yeah,
We're so shit.
let's get on to the next game. This was one of my favourite games of the weekend. I don't actually like to see games like this where it's such a clean sweep, such a clear run, an easy win. But the way the game opened up and the football that I saw from Liverpool against Watford was a joy to watch. That first assist from Mo Salah, for him to place the ball for Mane to receive, one of the best assists we're going to see this season.
Yeah, top draw. That Salah continued to show why he's
Top
the best
class,
in the world right now. Salah's the best player in the world right now.
Okay.
He is.
I heard he's top 2.
Him and Lewandowski.
And he ain't number 2.
Yeah, Carl Walker said that. Did Carl Walker say that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I laughed at that as well. Yeah, he's incredible. I feel like I got it completely wrong as well. I was saying like a bit of a manager, but I thought that Liverpool would win, but I thought Watford would have a reaction. Watford were second best in every single department.
Yeah.
You could tell from the first 10 minutes, Danny Rose was going to have a long afternoon. And Danny Rose has been playing well. Like since he's gone back to Watford, he's done all right. But Salah just had different ideas. He was causing so much problems where Sissoko had to come across and help a couple of times, but you just knew it was a matter of time before that. And defensively, like Watford fans would say, defensively they were just so poor. Messina, I just saw he just had the ball and he just booted it into the air, into midfield, and then they were on the attack again. They just got pulled apart with brilliance, with naivety, and Liverpool were in gear 1.
Before I actually talk about this game, I think I was speaking to you about this earlier about footballers' vlogs, and I was mentioning Ekongs.
Yeah.
But the cycling goalkeeper, Ben Foster's, I don't know if you watch his.
I do.
I saw a snippet of it before the game, and obviously he's in goal for Watford. He put Mo Salah into his team and captained him.
I got mixed feelings.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, because it's not betting. There's no money involved, so
fair enough.
But I'll be honest, with the whole like the players doing the vlog thing, whilst they're still actively in there.
Oh, I like it.
I think. Do you know what I think? I think you got to think of it as I think there's a limit, and I feel like Ben Foster might just be going over that.
Why?
I feel like at the beginning when he first started it was a breath of fresh air because it was during the pandemic, it was to bring fans closer. I think it's a really beautiful thing. And I think the concept of it can work, but I just feel like at the moment, obviously, I've got no issues with players kind of planning for when they're retired and stuff like that. They should do that. I embrace that 100%. But I feel like whilst you're still playing, there's just a line, things like that. And I saw the memes afterwards of like, someone wrote,
I didn't even see the memes.
Oh, someone wrote, just played against Mo Salah. What a player, what a legend. Got his shirt for the giveaway after the game, after he's just stuck one past him.
Did he really do that?
No, he didn't. But people was like, there was just a picture saying this is probably what Ben Foster will say.
Yeah.
Friggin' legend, him. I love him.
To be fair,
but he's just done. Think of it like this, yeah. This is where I do sympathise with Watford fans and just fans of other clubs who may feel like, imagine, let's say Aubameyang had a vlog, yeah?
Oh, I don't know.
Imagine Aubameyang had a vlog. You're not playing well.
Yeah.
You're conceding goals. He ain't scoring, i.e. Ben Foster's not keeping clean sheets. I'm not saying it's all his fault, it's not. The manager's changing or whatever. There's a lot going on and you're just seeing man like, we're in training,
No,
yeah.
it's
And
a
he's,
bit mad.
and he's going in training, going across to Ramsdale, because you lot train at the same place, like doing the football cards and...
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet, but I need to watch
Like,
that. Yeah.
I get it. Like, for us as like fans looking in, I'm not completely against it. I just feel like there's just a little line that maybe we shouldn't cross. If my team, if one of my players was doing that, I could be biased. If it's a player I like, if Rashford was doing that, I'd probably like it at the start. But I'll probably reach a point where I'm like, nah, man, I don't really. Do you know what? Let's not really expose. I don't really want what our dressing room's like. I don't really want that out there. Let's just focus on what we need to do, innit?
That's why, like I mentioned Eccles earlier, I like his one because away from the Premier League and it gives you insight to international duties. The Nigerian
Ben
camp.
Foster encouraged him to do it too.
Yeah, that's where he started. But just focus on that. The only reason I brought it up is because when that, I think it was Salah's second goal, the one where he just went past everyone and made players drop and then took the shot. Ben Foster's attempt at a save wasn't that great, and all I kept thinking was, did he do that because he won in fantasy points? Obviously not.
He was nowhere near that. He was nowhere near that.
I was
I'm
thinking,
not even blaming Ben Foster for the performances or anything like that. But whilst your team's doing really bad, I just think, there was one where it was in the Championship, I think Swansea, and he dropped the ball or something happened, he got lobbed or he done something wrong, and the player ran into the GoPro to laugh because the players know that he's recording it. So the rival player who's just scored against him ran into his GoPro and was giving it.
Yeah.
But he put that on the thumbnail after the game. Like
he made some good saves though.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Listen, massive respect to Ben Foster. He's had a fantastic career, and I like what he's trying to build for himself away from that. Because when you retire, you need stuff. I get that. I don't know. I just think there's a little line that's getting crossed.
Let's talk about Mo Salah though.
Yeah.
And Firmino getting a hat trick. I mean, not the sexiest of goals.
Yeah.
Tap-ins, pretty much all three of them. But
when the football's that good,
very
they end up
good
being tap-ins.
Yeah, it was good football leading up to those tap-ins.
Brilliant.
Very good football from Liverpool.
Yeah.
It looked at moments, if not most of the game, that this was just training ground stuff for Liverpool, and they were playing against like the unders just to warm up for the game on the weekend.
It was that yeah, exactly. They had a really easy game against Watford. They didn't get out of second gear, out of first gear. Mo Salah was he's just unplayable, and we got to play against him next.
Good luck.
Well, you know what though, in a weird way, Luke Shaw, it's a bit different now because Luke Shaw's not really been at the level he was at last year, and Mo Salah's gone up.
Skyrocketed.
But I still won't sit here and say, oh my God, he's going to tear Luke. I can't knock back my guys like that.
Well, delusion, that is finest.
No.
Joking.
Listen, but it's very peak. It is very peak. I am dreading it.
I can imagine.
Dreading it.
Nobody's looking forward to playing Liverpool this season.
If they come there and turn us over comfortably.
What, like Leicester did?
Exactly.
Okay, Watford have conceded at least once in each of their last 18 Premier League games since beating Liverpool 3-0 in February 2020. Only twice have they had a longer run without a clean sheet in the competition. And Liverpool are now the first English top-flight side in history to score 3+ goals in 7 consecutive away games in all competitions. That is a mad stat.
That's crazy.
7 consecutive away games. Top team. As we know, Claudio Ranieri is back in managerial action in the Premier League with Watford. This is his biggest ever Premier League defeat, whilst no manager whose first game in the club with a competition came at home was suffered a bigger marginal defeat. So Alan Smith of Crystal Palace against Liverpool in August 1994, they lost 6-1.
Yes.
Not the best way to introduce yourself back.
But that Liverpool team,
you don't want that to be your first game at home.
Do you know what I mean? And they've got a really tough run in general at the moment. So he's coming at a really difficult time. I said before the game, even if Watford lose, they shouldn't, make that be the judge of how well they're going to do under Ranieri. There's a lot of time to go, a long season to go. Yeah. But they've just got to try and stabilise at the back. Yeah, stop conceding as a basis. Yeah. And go from there really before they can start to pick up some points. Definitely.
Couple stats on some of your favourite Liverpool players. Sadio Mane is only the 3rd player to score 100+ Premier League goals without any of them being penalties after Les Ferdinand 149 and Emil Heskey 110.
Well, Andy Cole's got he didn't score no pens, I don't think, as well. Wow.
Well, he's the 3rd.
Wow,
he's the 3rd player.
I'm wrong on that.
And Mo Salah has scored in each of his last 8 games to Liverpool in all competitions. the longest run of scoring in consecutive appearances for the club since... You're not even going to get this one. Oh, another competition time.
Okay, go on.
Right, let's read it
what?
slowly.
Yeah.
Mo Salah has scored in each of his last 8 games for Liverpool in all competitions, the longest run of scoring in consecutive appearances for the club since... Which player is it? If you need help in the comments, guys, I will give you a clue of the year. But until then, let's see if anyone gets it. If you get this again, I'm going to be very shocked.
Is it someone who's bait or is it someone who's not bait?
Bait?
Michael Owen.
Okay, not that bait, but...
Luis Suarez.
No.
Fernando Torres.
Nope.
What?
Somebody in the comments said
Milan
Gerrard,
Barros.
not Gerrard. I knew you wouldn't get this.
Wait there,
Should
hold
I
on.
just let you know?
Peter Crouch.
Nope.
Morientes.
Nope.
Wait there, Cisse.
Somebody said Kenny Dalglish. Somebody said Suarez. Nope.
Robbie Fowler.
Nope. Should I tell you the year,
no,
guys?
No, wait. Tell me the year.
Shall I tell you the year?
Yeah, what year was it?
This will give it away.
Go on.
2014.
Dirk out.
What? No.
Oh, sorry. I just remembered him. 2014.
Oh, someone's got it in the comments. Big up Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas has got it in the comment.
2014?
Yeah.
And they scored in like 8 consecutive games? Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Right, because Luke Thomas has got it, I'm just going to read it out now. Sorry, Flex, you didn't win this time.
Yeah, I didn't win.
So, Mo Salah has scored in each of his last 8 games for Liverpool in all competitions, the longest run of scoring in consecutive appearances for the club since Daniel Sturridge in February 2014.
Daniel
8
Sturridge.
goals.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
I
him?
forgot about Sturridge. He was doing a madness.
Big up, Dan. And of course, Robert Firmino is the first Brazilian to score more than 1 hat-trick in the Premier League, with the Liverpool attacker also bagging 3 against Arsenal in December 2018. Moving on, Southampton 1, Leeds United 0.
Big up Southampton got their first win. I said they'll get that.
You did.
I did say that.
You did.
Yeah, big win for them. Big win. Wasn't all plain sailing, but I think it was a good, solid performance.
Yeah.
Livermento's good, man.
He is.
He's good. Salesa is good as well.
He doesn't. I didn't even think about him this week.
Yeah.
Livermento's quality.
Well, no spoilers, but yeah,
yeah.
I thought about him. No, and a good goal for Broja. Broja, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Good finish. I feel like they really, really needed it, and they have been under serious pressure to start delivering. I thought, what's his name was really good. Redmond was good.
Yeah.
Gineppo was good.
I think it was a really good team
Just
performance.
a good performance. Yeah, good performance.
We'll crack on because there's still a couple of games to get through.
Yeah.
But I will just, on the back of that, say, aged 20 years and 36 days, Armando Broja became the youngest player to score in his first Premier League start for Southampton. So big him
Love
up.
that.
Big win for Southampton there. Everton 0, West Ham United 1.
Typical West Ham, innit?
Is it?
Like,
is it
no,
typical? Oh,
yeah,
where
like,
they're going. I thought you meant the performance.
No.
Just their form this season.
Yeah, just by the form and the result. It's like they can go anywhere and kind of put in a good performance or win, but they just up and down. And I predicted Everton winning that.
I predicted West Ham win. I thought Antonio would be the winner, but who would have thought? Ogbonna! Who would have thought
Ogbonna
it?
do this thing, man.
And he almost scored again. He just went wide.
Yeah. And Everton had a couple chances as well. It was a tight, close game.
It was a good
between
game,
two
to be
decent
fair.
teams. Yeah, Townsend was at it again. Damari Gray.
Yeah.
Oh, skinning up man again. And Iwobi. Oh my God, should have scored.
Yeah.
He just went through his legs. I think even as an Arsenal fan, you would probably resonate with moments like that from Iwobi, innit? Yeah, tough one for Everton to take. Still waiting on Richarlison and Thing to come back.
I saw him sitting in the stands.
Yeah,
hopefully soon.
They need them two back because they've done quite well without them. But once they add them two into it, they go up a level again, in my opinion. But big on West Ham, though, good win. Yeah, really, really good win.
West Ham are unbeaten in 7 away league games. They've won 5, drawn 2.
That's good.
Their longest run without defeat on the road in the Premier League since January 2009.
Wow, big
and they've also earned 10 points from 4 away league games this season, winning 3 and drawing 1. Losing none, adjusting to 3 points for a win full time. This is their joint most from their opening 4 away matches to a Football League or Premier League campaign. So they also had 10 points in 1956-57, throwing it back.
That's
2011 and 12 and 2015-16 season.
And that I know it's not Premier League, but it's away form. They come to Old Trafford and beat us as well in the Carabao Cup and knocked us out. So
can't forget that.
Away from home, they're solid.
And since, speaking of Man United, little link there. Since David Moyes' first game back in charge at West Ham in January 2020, the Hammers have scored more goals from set-piece situations in the Premier League, 29, excluding penalties, more than any other side.
Yeah, they're solid. They get a lot of headers from people whipping it in from corners.
Yeah.
Or Cresswell's got a great delivery as well, so that happens a lot. They've got good headers of the ball.
And because I've got a stat on him.
How many headers? He scored a lot of headers.
Yeah, all 8 of West Ham defenders Ogbona's Premier League goals have come from set pieces, including 7 from corners and 1 free kick. And all 8 have also been scored against a different opponent.
Wow.
Big up Ogbonna.
He's an underrated centre-back, you know?
Yeah.
He's a good, steady, experienced centre-half, Ogbonna. Good player.
And they've added to that with Kurtzuma now.
Exactly.
Because that save, pretty much, he defended that, was it Damari Gray's shot?
He blocked
that was going in.
Yeah.
And he saved it with the thunder fires that he has and blocked it out of the way, because that could have been an equaliser for Everton there.
They resolute defending, organised. Moises, you've got to just rate what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the last game of the weekend, but not the last game of the Premier League week, because of course there is one tonight, but Newcastle United 2, Tottenham 3. Now, you was all over this Newcastle. You was like, there's a party at St James's Park. There was, to be fair.
Did you see it?
But you said that this atmosphere was going to win Newcastle the game.
But then, and also what I did say at the same time was that you still can't forget they've got the same players.
Yeah.
And it was tough. I mean,
they started well. Callum Wilson.
It shows, but that start shows exactly what the atmosphere can bring and what it can do. And then you're thinking, oh, typical Tottenham, here we go. 2 minutes in, really good goal as well.
Yeah.
But fair play to Tottenham, compose themselves. And
Ndombele's finish, wow.
Brilliantly taken finish. And then Harry Kane looked like he was offside. Does what he does best, good finish. And then Son as well. Well worked goal. But the main, obviously, talking point from that was the brilliance of Reguilon and Eric Dyer to alert the referee to what was going on in the stand.
Because I had
fantastic.
Watching that live, I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
There was a corner about to be taken, and then I could see that there was some type of confusion.
Crazy.
Then I realised that every player was, because I saw that they was looking for medical attention.
You're thinking,
and I'm like, but every player's there, everyone's standing up. Like, what's happened? No idea. But it's so good that they were so alert. And
like, you could just be like watching the football and you know what I mean, suffer a heart attack or a cardiac arrest or need a defibrillator, and it just shows the importance of having those
CPR.
Yeah, you know, I saw Mwamba tweeting after the game saying how important it is to have defibs just there. Look at David Ginola. I don't know if you're familiar with his story. He basically got brought back to life.
Yeah.
You know, his heart stopped as well. So it touched a lot of people. So I think that, rightly so, was the
main talking point,
main
of course.
thing. But obviously we're talking about the football of it.
And let's not forget, I don't know if you noticed, I saw this on social media, there was actually a doctor in the crowd, a fan, that started off the
CPR?
Yeah, I think so, because they all gave him a round of applause.
Wow.
I saw the video circulating on social media.
Unbelievable.
And he was like, don't applaud me, but like he pretty much started off the
Unbelievable.
The help.
It just puts things into perspective, innit? Like this thing we call life.
Yeah.
Like we're here, we get to talk about football every day. We love it, we follow it passionately. I had a crap weekend because of Man United. Your mood's a bit down, but really, I'm breathing, we're living, we're having fun. Do you know what I mean? We've got family and friends in our lives that could, just like that, something could change.
Yeah.
At a match, gone to watch a game.
I know, it's very scary.
So, nah, man, it just, things like that really, they hit me because I'm like, we've got to just, this is our life. Like, we've got to just live it and enjoy it, man.
Definitely. But on the game though, Newcastle boss Steve Bruce took charge of his 1,000th game match as a manager across all competitions.
Bruce, man. Do you know what? I got a
ex-United, of course.
Yeah, because of the ex-United, isn't it? He's won big stuff. He won, part of our first league, after so long under Sir Alex, and it's a big player for Man United. But look, obviously, he's a Geordie, he's Newcastle for it. But I do feel it for him a bit. Obviously, it's not good enough, innit? It's got to go. But he's had a long career. To have 1,000 games, man. Yeah, 1,000 games, it's a long career.
So
and
that's
it's looking like he's going to go.
Aston Villa, Birmingham City, Palace, Huddersfield Town, Hull City, Sheffield, Newcastle, of course, both Sheffields. Yeah. Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday,
I remember him,
Sunderland, Wigan Athletic. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, only 18 games though.
He's been at a hell of a lot of teams.
55.
Hell of a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Big up Steve Bruce, man. It's going to be, would he retire after that?
Who knows? I wonder what he'll do next.
1,000 games. Like
we're all predicting that he's no longer Newcastle manager, but
he's not going to be.
But at the moment, he still is. So
at the moment, he is. But
no. Speaking of that wonder strike from Ndombele, his equaliser for Tottenham was his 10th for Spurs in all competitions and the 8th since the start of last season. All 8 of which have come in away games. What a goal for him!
Brilliant goal.
to get them back in the game. Even though it was early doors, I mean, even though Newcastle scored very early,
Yeah.
I just
They
knew
needed that
Spurs
instant
would-
reply. They needed that, yeah. And Ndombele, I just want to see that more from him, really. I feel like you see
little
glimpses,
moments, yeah.
see little moments with him, little bits, and then he either blows out because he's tired or gets injured or just as a passenger in the game.
Yeah.
That's few and far between. We've seen that. It proves that it's in the locker, but Andreas Pereira used to do that for Man United. Like, pull out with just worldies,
Yeah.
but you don't see nothing else. So, yeah, I wouldn't get carried away with that from Ndombele because for the large part of his Tottenham career, he's not been great, but something for him to build on. Something
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Tottenham fans to say, listen, why can't we see some more of that?
Yeah,
You know
of
what I mean?
course. That's what you want to
'Cause
see.
it's in the locker. Clearly,
Yeah.
he's got ability, but can he impose himself
And
consistently?
do it consistently, yeah. But one thing Spurs fans can be happy about, Harry Kane scored.
On the score sheet.
He's on the
He's
score
only
sheet.
He's only so long. He's going to go not score.
Yeah.
He's not going to go for the whole season. Not
It almost
score a
got
goal.
taken away from him.
Yeah, but he was well onside.
Yeah,
Well
I don't know
onside.
why they. I don't know
it took
why
so
they.
long.
Yeah, not
You
sure.
see, he's clearly onside with one look at the replay.
Yeah, that was big.
But good finish. He could have just thought, oh shit, I'm going to be offside. And
Yeah.
Not in his nature, mate. Nice little dig.
And it was nice to see how happy his teammates were for him.
Yeah.
Because they started celebrating before him, pushed him, like, say, look, you've got the goal.
Exactly.
Let's push on now.
And he got an assist as well.
Yeah.
You know.
But John Joe Shelby, haven't seen him play. Well, he has played obviously, but he's a player you just don't see much anymore in the game.
No.
Comes on for how long? And he's off
2
again.
yellows, yeah.
And he said on that Friday, well, just after the takeover had happened, you know, how much he wants to prove of how much a good quality player is and that why he should stay. And he couldn't even stay on the pitch.
Listen,
Couldn't even stay on the pitch.
people are out there saying that, and this is the internet, not me.
Go on.
That this is the Newcastle thing is Squid Game, mate.
What?
They are playing for their lives.
They
innit?
are.
If they play crap,
No,
they're
but they
gone.
are. Yeah, he's gone. That
Like
one,
the
like,
players
I only
too.
probably watched that thinking, who's that? Who's that one? No, don't want him.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of them players are not doing themselves justice. to
Not at
say
all. Let's not forget though, there is one more game this match week.
that. Yep.
Arsenal v Palace, Arteta v Vieira. What's your thoughts on this one?
I said it, didn't I, in the preview?
I think you did.
Yeah, you will win narrowly.
I hope you do.
I know you do. Yeah, I think you'll win. I think you'll win. Yeah, I think you're. Yes, the performance against Brighton was not amazing. Lucky to get, not lucky, but had to show
Almost
resolute
lucky,
defending.
yeah,
But
we
yeah,
had to
fortunate
really-
in some ways to get out of a draw. Game before that, Tottenham was obviously amazing, but then Burnley and Norwich before that were a bit.
Yeah, if we can have another home performance like we did against Spurs
Exactly, you'll beat
on a
Palace.
Monday night
You'll beat
when it's
Palace.
cold,
Exactly.
buzzing.
I feel you'll beat them, but it won't. I don't think it'll be easy.
No.
I don't think it'll be easy. They're growing in confidence. They're organised. I don't think the Vieira thing's like, yeah, okay, he used to play for Arsenal, but it doesn't really.
I'm pretty sure he'll get a warm welcome. I'll definitely be
Oh,
clapping him.
100%.
I'll definitely be clapping
Yeah,
him
yeah,
until
yeah.
the first whistle goes. Then it's like,
100%.
yeah,
then that's it. But obviously he's going to get nothing but a good reception.
Yeah, of course. I hope so anyway, yeah.
But no, you don't need to hope. He will.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be one Arsenal fan that boos Vieira.
There's no chance.
Unless Vieira,
He's literally one of my favourite players.
Unless Vieira does a Jose and runs down the side of the touchline if Palace score
Then he's definitely
and does a
getting
knee
booed.
slide.
Even me, I'll be in.
That's the only way Vieira's getting booed, which
Yeah.
obviously he's never going to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think they'll give you a good game,
Yeah.
but I think you win.
Robbie saying Crystal Palace will beat Arsenal. Patrick Vieira is too good. Zaha will be too strong.
Nah.
I don't think that's banter. I think he's been genuine.
Yeah, fair enough.
It will be a tough game.
They could, 100% tough game. Yeah, it always is for you against Palace.
Yeah,
You know, Zaha doing well, Gallagher doing well.
definitely.
You know, we'll have to see.
Well, let's get into team of the weeks now.
Yeah.
I always not struggle with this, but you know, it's always, especially after a week where there's been so many goals, good performances, it's hard who to decide to put into your team. So, do you remember your team? Who you put in yours?
Yes.
Well,
I've
it's
got
up
it
on
here
the
as
up
well.
on the screen anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, we're very similar. Different formations, but very similar. So mine is Mendy and goal, of course, after that performance. I've gone for Chalobah, who had a really good defensive performance as well, kept Tony quiet
Yeah.
and saved the clearance off the line. Van Dijk, of course, Soyuncu, Ogbonna, not in that order, but you know, those are the players.
Yeah.
My boy Bernardo Silva's in there.
Shock.
De Bruyne, Tielemans. Wow, what a goal from him as well, and a really
Brilliant.
good performance. Ndombele, Salah and Firmino up top there. And yours is pretty similar, but you've got Mendy,
Pretty similar, yeah.
Livamento's in there instead, and Chilwell goes into your back line.
You've gone like, You're like, them three centre-halves were so good, they just all need to be in there. I
Yeah,
don't care where
basically.
they play.
I was like, oh, damn it, how do I put
No
three centre-halves in?
You got a bone of left back, bro.
I didn't put that there, to be fair, but where could you put him?
Yeah, he has to. He has to be there.
But I wanted those all in there. I know there's going to be comments on social media saying, but he's not a left back.
Yeah, nah.
He has to be in team of the week.
Team of the week, as long as they're a defender, it doesn't really matter.
Very similar lineups there, which goes to show that these players were really good. But you've gone, who have you changed? Livramento, of course. It's good that you're
in there as well.
giving two Southampton players the credit.
Yeah, because they needed that. That's their first win, man, I think, of the season. And big win.
That's what I'm saying. It's difficult for team of the week because a lot of players from the smaller or lesser teams don't get into my team that often. And I really wanted to put, not that Villa's a lesser team, I really wanted to put Mcginn in there. I really wanted to put Saiss in there.
Yeah.
But when you got these players that are just outdoing them, just that tad bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
But really good performances all round. Hopefully, if we were doing this on a Tuesday morning, I could have put an Aubameyang in there. But who knows? We'll find out tonight.
Or a Zaha.
No, hopefully not.
Or a Benteke.
Guys, let us know your team of the weeks in the comments. That is mine and Flex's prediction for tonight. Did you give me a prediction?
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Might be 2-0.
I'll take it.
2-1 Arsenal though.
I actually don't want it to go this way, but I see it being 1-0 Arsenal. Actually, I don't mind. That's a win.
Yeah,
that's a win. But 1-0 is too much pressure on my heart.
1-0 is always so hard, isn't it? Yeah.
As long as it's an Arsenal win, I'm happy. And just one comment here from gunning you down. It says Salah is getting picked in team of the week every week. Do you know what? I think he's pretty much been in mine almost every week, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think you
so
can.
You're not wrong.
The only reason we won't do it is if we get bored, where we're like, obviously,
let's put someone. Let's just put a.
And I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know full on like that I'm doing that.
Yeah,
if I get bored. Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's weekend roundup show of myself, Pippa, and Flex. We've gone through all the games. We've given you our team of the week. Now we're back in action on Friday night for more Premier League. We'll see you midweek for the preview show.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.